These mullein plants are getting so big. So this is mullein. It's super soft. And I attended a local foraging class a few weeks ago, and the woman covered mullein as one of the things we can forage around these parts. And so I've been starting to use this to make tea. So it's been fun doing some foraging here at Empty Mountain, and mullein is one of those things I'm now kind of utilizing, and I've used it fresh, and now I'm also drying some to make tea. It's good for a number of things medicinally, and it's also just nice tasting. And so anyway, so these mullein plants, yeah, they're getting pretty big. That one's a big one. Oh, also, while we're over here, if anyone knows what this flower is, let's see if the camera will do a thing. Not really doing a thing that I wanted to do, like focus in a little bit more. But anyway, if anyone knows what this flower is, please let me know. I have been looking up this flower online to no avail. I'm not sure what that little lady is. So I'm heading up to Morning Sun Meadow right now. I just thought I would show one of the things we've done today in preparation for a day of mindfulness that we'll be hosting tomorrow. And actually one of the things I did too is I came up and raked this deer trail of all the pine needles so it's less slippery. So that was one thing we did. But tomorrow we're going to be hosting a day of mindfulness here at Empty Mountain. Last month we hosted a social gathering, potluck and campfire, and so this will be our first program event of the outdoor season 2024. And tomorrow is Sunday, June 9th. We've arrived. Morning Sun Meadow. It's a lovely day today, Saturday. And so this will be our 4th day of mindfulness tomorrow that we've organized and hosted here. We had 2 days of mindfulness last year, as well as a camping retreat weekend in August, which we'll do again this year in August. And then we ambitiously had a day of mindfulness, our first one, right after we bought the land and moved out here. So we bought the land in July of 2022. And we had a day of mindfulness out here in August of 2022, before we even started building the cabin. So you can see how motivated we are to want to get people out here and do a thing. So this will be our 4th day of mindfulness. We'll have another one in July, and then the camping retreat in August. So those are our program events for this year. We're starting small, starting where we're at, trying to do something once a month through the months where outdoor hanging out is possible and comfortable. And so tomorrow we'll guide folks and lead folks on an outdoor walking meditation, which Mike will lead. So we have 7 folks that have RSVP'd to come. So that feels like a good number, plus Mike and I, that'll be 9 of us. And so we'll do an outdoor walk. Then we're going to come up here to Morning Sun Meadow to do a short session of sitting meditation, and then I'm going to give a talk entitled The Poetry of Living. And then we'll have some time for open sharing, and then we'll have, we've asked folks to bring their own lunch, picnic style lunch, so we'll enjoy lunch together. And so tomorrow our day of mindfulness goes from 10 to 1, and I trust it will be a lovely day, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad some folks are coming out. So what we did today, each one we've hosted now has been a little bit different. We're still in the testing out phase of things here, of course, and so we're just trying different program stuff out and different settings and locations, and you know, kind of mapping out different walk spots for us to take folks on. And so today we set up this sun shade that my dear friend Kelly and her husband Bruce gave to us, gifted to us, which is awesome. And it took some doing to get it up in these 3 lovely trees, but we got it up, and set down some ground cover here for folks to put their cushions or their chairs that they bring, and then I've set up this little altar here, and I want to highlight this here. This stick we were recently gifted by our dear friend Sarah, who brought it home with her from a recent trip to California. And gosh, it's just so lovely, and it fits in so well here. And thank you so much, Sarah. We're just blessed with the best friends ever. And so this is our little natural altar, and so this is where we'll be after we do the walk, and I'll give a talk up here. We'll have our sharing circle and have lunch up here, and this will be awesome for some shade support. So we came up here today. At the same time, we'll be up here tomorrow to see where the sun goes and how much shade we need and where to set people out to not just be roasting in the sun. So I think this will be come in pretty handy tomorrow, this little spot in the sun shade here, the sun sail. And so yeah, we're looking forward to having folks come out tomorrow. We did some preparations today and got some stuff ready, and yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's Day of Mindfulness. So, you know, if you're ever in the area, if you live in the area, you want to come join us for our next Day of Mindfulness. We'll be in July. Ooh, the second Sunday. Maybe it's the 14th. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the second Sunday in July. So just FYI. You can also go to our website, emptymountain.org, and look on our calendar of events tab. Website plug. And yeah, so let me see if I can find, there's one more maybe plant I'm feeling inspired to show also that that we have an abundance of here, and the lady covered in the foraging workshop class that I took. It was blooming like the dickens all over the place, but it looks like maybe the flowering portion of this plant is done. Things here in Montana sort of have a quick bloom situation. Like, spring is kind of short. All the seasons are short except for winter. Winter's pretty long here. It's not for everyone here. Is that? Oh, maybe this is it. It's some of the, maybe the last bits of. So Oregon grape is what we have a lot of here. And they have these awesome yellow flowers, but it looks like maybe the flowering portion is done. But we have a lot of Oregon grape here, and so Oregon grape is also has a lot of medical benefits. But really I just like cultivating it and making it into tea just because it's around and I can. So, no, that's Kinnickinnick. This is Kinnickinnick. She didn't cover Kinnickinnick, so I'm not sure. I know like it can go into smoking blends, like with adding it to tobacco, but I'm not a smoker, so I don't know if there's other medicinal uses for Kinnickinnick. In any case, we have a lot of Oregon grape, and primarily use the root of that plant or the stem, but you know, it's got these roots that you kind of dig up and can make into tea. So I've been harvesting Oregon grape and making that into tea, and sometimes I'll blend the mullein and the Oregon grape just because I can, and we have it, and it's fun to do, to pick it, and we have a lot of both of those here on the land, which is nice. So anyway, learning a little bit more about how to make use of some of the plants growing here. It was fun to take a class and like learn in person from someone knowledgeable versus just like looking up stuff online or something. So really enjoyed that, and it's been nice getting to know this new county that we live in. You know, because we've just spent so much of our time, many years in Missoula, which is in Missoula County, and now we're situated next door in a different county, and we love it here. The county that we live in is 90% public forest land. So as I've said before in a video last year, I think we've got way more trees than people here. And I love both, people and trees. This place is great. So, heading back down, and thanks for tuning in. Another video sesh, seeing what we're doing here at Empty Mountain.